This is the Conservative Czar, August 12th, 2016. Again, the press is attacking Donald Trump for saying that Clinton and Obama are the founders of ISIS. And it's a hyperbole, it's political rhetoric. He doesn't mean literally that they were, and that's the attack. The attack by the press is, oh, he's saying literally they are the founders. He's saying literally they were in Syria founding ISIS. And of course, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's a fake story. It's a lie. It's not what happened. But I want to talk about this issue because it's being misrepresented. And the irony of ironies of this is that we have all this, the foreign policy world, and we have all the Democrats and the Republican establishment putting out a story that the problem that Obama caused ISIS when it pulled out of Iraq. And that's just not true. That's just not true. That's not what caused ISIS. ISIS began, the genesis of ISIS was in Syria. It is directly responsible to Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. Because what happened there, if you remember, there was an uprising in the streets in Libya, Tunisia, Egypt, and in Syria primarily. The Clinton-Obama administration decided that they were going to use this and support it to overthrow the dictators Gaddafi, Assad, and Mubarak in Egypt. And that decision is what caused the rise of ISIS. It's directly responsible. The direct responsibility lies with Clinton and Obama. And how that happened, and more specifically, is in Syria, where the Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama decided to support, both in the beginning, tacitly supporting them, the so-called moderates. Now, at the time that the Arab Spring happened in Syria, there was a revolt against Assad, and remember the issues here. This is Shia and Sunni. Assad is Shia. He's a secular Shia. He's really not a Islamist of any kind, he just isn't. He's a secularist, but he belongs to a tribe that is Shia. And then the Sunni population in Syria revolted. At this time, there were probably 30 groups, neighborhood groups, bigger groups, who had risen in revolt against Assad. The United States decided that they were going to pick moderates to win. Okay, something they had no hope of doing. Idiocy. The idiocy of it is ridiculous. But they decided they were going to pick a winner. So they gave support, tacit in the beginning, to groups that were moderate. And some of that was radical Islamists. Some of that support went to radical Islamists. They picked winners. The trouble is that when you pick winners, especially Obama, Clinton, they pick winners that are weak. They sent arms. So arms went into Syria to these hand-picked winners by Obama, Clinton, who were weak. And what happened was the radical Islamists, ISIS wasn't even born yet. The radical Islamists, as soon as the arms landed, within a day or two, went over and took the weapons. The moderates didn't fight back. They just took the weapons. This was the genesis of ISIS. This is where it began. This is what gave Baghdadi his power, seizing the weapons. It was also true at this time that the groups surrounding Baghdadi were the toughest fighters. They were fighting. They were willing to die. Very few others were in this civil war. Well, that's not, but no question they were the toughest fighters. So they go take the weapons. Now they have weapons, and they start to expand. This is the genesis of ISIS, directly caused by Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama's intervention in Syria. No question about this. And the irony of ironies, you get all the Republican establishment, foreign policy experts, all the Democrats, the talking heads on TV. They got it all wrong. They just got it wrong. It was never the Iraqi problem. It was the Syria problem. This is where Obama, Clinton created ISIS. And the one person who has consistently understood this is Donald Trump. Donald Trump, all by his lonesome, understands. This is one of the reasons why I'm taken aback a lot about the instincts of Donald Trump. On this issue, he has been right from the beginning. Right from the beginning. And he even says this principle, which is absolute, which is exactly what we should have learned from this whole thing, is we were better off with Assad running Syria than what we have today. 100 times more better off. 100 times better off. And that's that is what caused the problem. And Donald Trump has been on this from the very beginning. Syria was the problem, not Iraq. This is the conservative czar. See you next time.